Alright, hey guys, so welcome to Veda Day 13. Today it's going to be a What's My Mental Illness day, so I have mentioned it a few times, but I've never really went into detail about what I suffer with on a daily basis, so let's get started. So what I suffer with on a daily basis is borderline personality disorder. Many people who just meet me would have no idea. It's those who have actually been with me through my entire life or through more than a year really know what my mood swings are like and what I act like during stressful situations. So my main thing is obviously the borderline personality disorder. I am going to put a summarized little piece on what borderline personality is in the description box below. It has gotten significantly more awareness within the past year or so. This happens really because of a few people with borderline personality did take their life. They committed suicide, and this can happen very easily with this illness. There's ways that your mind just tells you to do stuff, and it just seems like it'd be a better life to not be here. So thankfully I have my little munchkin. Hi, boo. Okay. I have my little munchkin to remind me that life is a lot better on Earth. So I pretty much go every day with an obsessive compulsive addiction to spending my money. I have an obsessive compulsive thing to constantly try and reorganize my life. I have this feeling that I need to constantly buy, or not buy, I have to constantly organize. I will clean my house until I'm literally almost crying in pain. There's some days where it's just so messy that I can't even clean if I've had like a bad week. And if something doesn't go the way my mind told me it was going to, I get very frustrated. I can't comprehend things as well, and it's very, very hard for me. I have thought about committing suicide many times on many occasions, but luckily I've had people there for me that have made me realize that it's a lot better here. Yeah, so that it's hard. It's definitely hard. It's easier when you have people around you that know what you're going through. We do actually have a DBT therapy, so it's dialectual. Oh my god. I get frustrated when I yawn a lot. I really get frustrated, and that's one of my triggers, and it drives me nuts. So we have dialectual dialectual behavior therapy. So it is geared towards people who are living with BPD, and it is a year-long waiting list, so I won't be getting into that for a year or two. Possibly, they said it could take almost 2 years to get into that program. So I did CBT with my doctor's office, which is cognitive behavioral therapy. And I did that with a student nurse there, and it was amazing. She was awesome, and it definitely worked for me. I found like it was good benefits. So if anyone out there is struggling with anything like borderline personality disorder or bipolar disorder or PTSD, I definitely look into it. It's definitely helpful. Which leads me to my next my next diagnosis is post-traumatic stress disorder. Now when you think of that, you think of soldiers, war, post-war, pre-war, anything. So mine has nothing to do with war, unless you call family battles war. But so I'm not going to go into detail just to save some people's dignity on the internet and stuff like that. So I do have PTSD. It derived from when I was younger. I struggle with that every day as well. When I come into contact with a few people, my brain tries to shut down and signal pretty much like an alarm in my head, which kind of sucks. It's annoying, it's irritating, and it makes then it continues and triggers my borderline personality disorder, which triggers my stress mode, which when I go into stress mode, I blabble. I blurt out stupid shit. And I blurt out stupid stuff, and it's annoying and it's embarrassing, and sometimes I have to really think and be like, why the heck did you just say that? So that's what I deal with on a daily basis. Every time I go into a stressful situation, I have to tell myself to be quiet, and if I don't, I sweat and I get very red in the face, I get hot, I get faint. It's very confusing, and it's a long process. Right now we are in the midst of changing my medication, so I did end up having to drop my anxiety sleeping pill. I was on Seroquel. Another form of that is quetiapine, so I had to quit that, and I guess for the past week I've had the weirdest, most screwed up nightmares ever, and they suck. And I actually had to drop my main medication as well, which was Cymbalta. I was on that, and I've been on that for almost a year and a half, and if anyone has been on that, and even if anyone's been on anything, if anyone has ever been on any medication and have to quit it, or any sort of drug and you're trying to quit it and going through withdrawals, I totally am here for you, because that was the worst week of my life. I was so cold at night, but I was dripping in sweat. I couldn't sleep. I had the worst nightmares in the world. All through the day I was shaky, I was pukey, I was faint. I couldn't eat, I couldn't drink, I couldn't do anything but shake, and my eyes kept constantly flicking back, and my hands would do this shaking and lifting thing. Like, it still does it the odd time, and it drives me insane. I hate yawning. I don't know what it is about yawning, but I hate it. But yeah, so hi. But yeah, so that's what I deal with on a daily basis. I constantly struggle with, I constantly struggle with flashbacks. So yeah, guys, I constantly struggle. So I constantly struggle with flashbacks. I struggle with panic attacks. I struggle with IBS attacks, and it's always when I'm shopping in Walmart. Don't ask me why, but I have no idea. But yeah, so that's a few things. If you guys do your research on BPD, you can see how severe the illness is, and if you know anybody who's showing the signs, please tell them to go to a doctor and get checked out, because it's serious, and if you don't get the right treatment, it can take your life, for sure. So I just want to make sure that everyone is aware of this illness and that it sucks, and but there are people here for you. There is support groups online, or you can just find people like me who share their story, and feel free to talk to me. Oh wow, it's an awful, awful disorder, but I'm making it. I'm getting through. So yeah, guys, this was Veda Day 13. This was my mental illness. I suffer from borderline personality disorder and post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety disorder, everything thrown in between. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you suffer with any of these, feel free to comment, feel free to message me. I'd love to talk to you and help you get through whatever you need helping with. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you later. Bye.